everyone. I hope you're having a great day so far. I'm sorry to keep bothering you with all these videos, but unfortunately with the state of where we're at, not being in person, there's just a lot of information that's kind of slipping through the cracks, information that I need you to know that's so vital. So unfortunately, until we're kind of back in person, until we get the hang of things, I'm going to be forced to kind of make these maybe daily end of day meetings to recap everything and kind of make sure everybody's on the same page. Y'all, these videos are vital. You've got to watch them. They are vital to just your success in this class. So I'll go as fast as I can. I'll try and be as straightforward and to the point as I can, but I just need you to know that these are so very important. I just want you to know too, real quick, another thing, I'm working super hard for you. Okay, and not that I want you to feel sorry for me, but I've been up in all hours of the night till 2:30 last night grading stuff. I'm sure you saw what time your grades were submitted. So, and getting up super early at 6 today to go at it again. So I'm working as hard as I can for you. I know this is difficult. Trust me, I know. I feel your pain. It is difficult. It is difficult to transition online. We are in this together. We're going to get through this, but we have to be patient with each other. And we just have to work as hard as we possibly can. Remember, you signed up for pre-AP Pre-Cal, right? I'm counting on you. I'm holding you to that high standard. I have high expectations of you because I know you can do it, okay? So bear with me, stay with me, and we will get through this together, all right? I just want the best for you. It's why I do what I do, okay? It's because I want you to be successful, and I want to see you do great. So, and I want to hold you to that high standard because I know you're capable. If you signed up for this class, that means you're capable, okay? So you took the first step in signing up. So I know that you want to hold yourself to that high standard too. Okay, so let's get started. Enough chit chat, right? So you have a quiz tomorrow. You have a K-check tomorrow, okay? The quiz will not be linked in your calendar. Be aware, it will not be linked in the calendar. And when I say calendar, I mean the Google calendar, okay? So where you've been finding your IPs and your videos, that's not where you find your K-check. So here I've got it pulled up, first thing up here, okay? When you're on our homepage tomorrow, and I don't have student view, and I'll show you why in just a minute. When I click modules, mine might look a little different from yours, but just so you know, tomorrow when you click this link, it will be active. Right now, it's not active. You can't open it, but I can because, I'm the teacher. So here's what it's going to say. Here is the quiz. And literally, here is the quiz is where you're going to click, and it'll be a link just like you've had in the calendar. So you will click that link, open it, and like it says here, you may print it and write on it, or just write on notebook paper, okay? Please show all work neatly. All work neatly. Box or circle your answers, and a big thing, there's no calculator allowed on this K-check. Then take a photo of your work and upload it here, and then you already know that. So let's talk. Like I said, tomorrow you'll open the modules, you'll click the K-check, the link will be here, okay? You'll open the link like you've been doing on the calendar, you'll work it out, and then you'll take a photo. So let's talk. I've got more bullets on here. Your upload tomorrow must be exceptional. Exceptional. I'm grading for accuracy tomorrow. I've got to be able to see, meaning your picture cannot be fuzzy. Your picture has to be in focus, okay? There can't be a glare, all right? You need to, and for the most part, overall, I'm talking to not a big percentage of people, but I'm talking to some people, okay? Overall, you've been doing a good job of this, but y'all put your paper on a flat, hard surface, okay? Don't put it on your couch arm rest, okay, and lean it up against that. It's not working, okay? It looks fuzzy, all right? Hold the phone right. So I talked about this in my previous video, but y'all, I have 105 pre-cal students. That doesn't count my Algebra 2 students, and I only had like 70 views on the video. So the people who aren't watching it, this is scary to me, okay? Hold your phone flat. Don't hold it like this because it gets fuzzy. You like my Bucky? Okay, hold it flat. All right, and here's another big one. Make sure your paper fits perfectly in the box, meaning there should be like a box showing you what's in the picture. Make sure the paper fits perfectly. Don't have it so that it's too far away. Don't have it so that it's too close. I need to be able to see the entire paper, all the borders of the paper, okay? So be careful, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Just, it has to be exceptional because I'm grading it. And if I don't know, I'm just going to circle it and say, can't see it, or I don't know, I'm not sure. I think this is a negative, but I'm not sure, something like that. So just be aware. Okay, and again, I'm holding you to that high standard because I know you can do it. And I know not everybody has the best phones and whatnot, but give me your best with what you have to work with. Okay, and some people are not, you know, you're not doing these things that you can control. There's some things you can't control. You can't control, you know, if your phone takes the best picture or not. I get it. You know, I had an older phone not too long ago until I totally broke it. Okay, and I had to get a new one. Not that I wanted to, trust me. I know how expensive they are. Okay, so I know you can't control some things, but you can control a lot of these things. So control them, make them good, okay? Next, here's a big one. Check comments in, oh, that's not supposed to say Skyward, that's supposed to say Canvas. Check comments in Canvas because I have asked some students to resubmit or give important info and have gotten no response. Okay, so as I'm grading these notes and assignments, every single time pretty much I put a comment in there. Okay, check it. Let me show you, because again, I know some of you are very visual people. So I've got, like, this is my sandbox. It's like a play. It's for me to like play around and test things. So what I've done is now in this one, I'm in the student view. You can see I'm in the student view. Okay, on your side, as far as I'm aware, you should be able to check your grades. Okay, and when you're checking your grades, and that's another thing, I think some of you are not checking your grades in Canvas. Okay, unfortunately, I know, trust me, this is a learning curve for all of us. You're used to just checking your grades in Skyward. Okay, but you've got to check your grades in Canvas and Skyward. I know that's that additional step, but y'all, I need you to follow through with this. Okay, sorry, it messed up on me, so I had to go back to home. So I take that back. Maybe it's not grades. I think it is grades that you go to. It's grades. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so now we're in student view. So here's the grades, and it should look something like this because I am in student view. And do you see the comments here? What's really nice is you can hit that and it already tells you what the comments, you don't have to open it. You don't have to click the IP11 unless you want to respond. But if you don't need to respond, you can say, you can read it. You can say, I cannot see this submission, please resubmit. So then you know, okay, I do need to click it and I do need to respond. Okay, so be aware, you've got to be checking your comments daily, like not just daily, but often, because again, if I'm asking you to resubmit, it's a 0 until you resubmit. Okay, and then that brings me to another thing on here. Okay, due dates. Due dates for IPs and notes are clearly stated on the syllabus/class overview. Okay, so this right here is what I'm talking about. Due dates for IPs and notes are clearly stated on the syllabus and class overview, y'all. So let's go back to our homepage. So when I'm on our homepage, right? Oh, now I gotta leave student view, so my access isn't denied. Okay, when we're on our homepage and when we click and it brings us to that calendar, this is the calendar I'm talking about when I say calendar. Okay, in Monday's box, you were told to read this class overview here. Were you not? Read the class overview, right? And I know you may not have memorized it 100%, but it clearly says in grading here, it says, assignments should be turned in by 3 p.m. on the day they are due and will not be accepted after 1 day past the due date. If you didn't already notice in Canvas, I have that cutoff. It will shut down. The assignment will be gone. I will not be able to take a submission. I won't accept it, okay? It's too late. If it's after 1 day past the due date, then that's it. It's too late, y'all. So be aware, let me go back in here. Be aware that the due dates are there and that's it. That's all you get. And honestly, most of you are doing a really, really good job of doing everything right the first time. But if I ask you to resubmit, that's for this week as we're getting used to it. But starting next week, like, I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna put a 0. And again, I'm not trying to sound really negative here, but I have to tell you what the expectations are because I don't want you to be blindsided. Okay, so this week I'm being kind of lenient because we're all getting used to it, but starting, next week, I'm not going to say resubmit it because yada, yada, yada. I'm just going to put a 0 and that's it. Okay, so just be aware. And then again, if you have something going on to where you can't submit on time, just be aware. I mean, just be aware if it's not on time. I would rather better late than never, right? Better late than never. But with that being said, once it's a day past the due date, after that, it's gone. And like literally, it's a 0 in Skyward, it's a 0 in Canvas, and it can't be fixed, okay? Remember, in this pre-AP class, technically late work's not supposed to be accepted at all. Okay, so remember, K-checks and tests will close immediately. So that brings me to the next thing. So that was talking about IPs and notes. Okay, now let's talk about K-checks and tests. K-checks and tests will close immediately at the due time. So like you've noticed that the IPs and the notes have been due at 3, but then they stay open until the next day at 11:59. That's not gonna happen on the K-check and test. So don't think that tomorrow you're gonna come in to take the K-check at 2:30. Well, hello, the submission closes at 3. At 3, it's done. If you don't finish and submit by 3, it's gone. Like, you're not turning it in, it's over. Okay, so just be aware of that. So notice that K-checks and tests will close immediately at the due time. Now, with that being said, I will probably extend the due time for everything. For the IPs, the notes, the K-checks, and the tests, I'll probably extend them to 4 or 5 because, again, I'm trying to be lenient. Look, I'm not trying to be unreasonable at all. I pride myself on being a very reasonable teacher. I hope I have that reputation here at Richland. I think that students know that you can talk to me and come to me. I think that students know that about me. So I am trying to be reasonable, but again, at the same time in this pre-AP class, I'm holding you to that high standard because that's what I need to do, okay? So just be aware. But I'm thinking about extending that due time to 4 to 5, okay? Just be aware. And you'll know by tomorrow. I promise you'll know by tomorrow. Okay, so, and I will start importing grades in Skyward soon. So just be aware again, another thing, those zeros in Canvas, they're gonna transfer over to Skyward, which transfers to your report card, okay? And you start getting too many zeros and it becomes, you can't repair it, okay? You can't repair it. So just be aware of that. Those grades are gonna be importing into Skyward soon. Another thing, make sure you are checking with the answer key. I'm still having a few, not a lot, but a few students that are turning in their stuff, and while I'm putting 100 in there for completion, because really, honestly, that's all I have time for. Okay, at this point in time, that's all I have time for because I'm just troubleshooting so many things. Okay, so as I'm putting 100 in, I'm looking at it going, oh my gosh, these answers, some of them are wrong. Okay, you need to be checking with the answer key, so make sure that you're doing that so you're prepared for the quizzes. Another last thing. No calculators for a while, okay? So no calculators. When you come back in person, we won't have calculators. Anyway, that's something else we'll have to talk about when we get in person because, you know, with COVID and everything, we can't be sharing. So no calculators for a while. So just be aware, everything should be done with no calculator. Okay, you have listened to me rant, and it's not really ranting. It's just telling you my expectations for a while now, and I appreciate you. I don't think I can say it enough. I appreciate you so much. For the most part, y'all are doing like an amazing job, like totally amazing. I appreciate you more than you ever know. But again, I need to get these expectations out there so nobody's blindsided, okay? And you're doing great. Keep it up. For those of you who are ready to come back in person, I'm right there with you. I cannot wait. I'm counting down the days, the minutes, the seconds, okay? So just know that. I can't wait to be back with you. So I can't wait to see you soon. You're doing great. Please keep it up. Don't be discouraged. Keep going. Keep at it. Y'all are doing great. And I can't wait to see you soon. All right. Bye.